Let's make the Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. But this is not only a prop but also a water bottle. This happens to be the lid, this is the spout, and there is a water storage container hidden inside this hammer. Let me open up this lid and pour some water so that you can see. My name is Josh and welcome to my channel Video Epo. Let's head over to the workbench and I'll show you how I made this Mjolnir / water bottle. Before we start, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so, and if you have, you know the drill already. I'm trying to attempt projects that I can do in a day's time, but this project has taken me a couple of more days, and that's because there was a lot of painting and pasting job to be done. This is a simple project, so please don't be intimidated by the tools that you see in the background. I'm sure you can follow along or maybe come up with your own methods after watching this video. We will approach this project in two simple steps. The first one, we'll try to make the water bottle or the container that holds water, and then we will work on the body of the Mjolnir. Here on this table is all the plumbing supplies needed to make the water container. There are numerous ways to achieve this goal, but this will go easy on your budget and will be a lot less time consuming. Let's go over each of these parts in detail. This pipe is 4 inches in diameter and the length is 9 inches, which is not so important as we are anyways going to cut it short. This pipe will be sealed with 2 corresponding dummy caps. I've got these old discarded PVC pipes, but I'm not going to use this because we are planning to drink water from this container. Now, cleaning this would take a lot of time and I don't think it's worth the time invested compared to the cost of the pipe itself. Before we take this out of the equation, let me show you something. The walls of this pipe are really thin, but the one that we got now is a little bit thicker, and I think this will give a better grip on the couplers that we are going to put in there. This coupler will be attached to a PVC pipe which is 3/4 inch, and this pipe will become the handle of the Mjolnir. But before we seal it permanently, we need to drill a hole in the center and attach the handle. In this case, it will be a 3/4 inch PVC pipe. To attach this pipe, a pair of same size couplers are required. We need 2 MTAs, that is male threaded adapter of 3/4 inch, and 1 FTA, female threaded adapter of 3/4 inch. The MTA and FTA fit perfectly, and to seal it tightly, I would recommend using rubber washers. There is no way to access the inside of the bottle once it is glued up, so it is better to be safe than sorry. The handle can be made by simply attaching the MTA on both sides of the 3/4 inch pipe. On one end, we can close it with a threaded dummy cap, and the other end will be attached with the FTA, but we can tackle that later. The length of the pipe is more than adequate, and let's trim it to size. Though a clean cut is not mandatory, but placing the dummy cap and tracing the outline gives the perfect line to be cut. This is a large workpiece, and clamping it down should free our hands, and I'm sure we can be more efficient with both our hands. It's very important that we clean up the plastic dust before any glue up. By placing the PVC pipe on the cutting mat, the grid on the mat can be used as a guide to mark the center with a square. I just happen to have a cutting mat with a grid, so I'm using it. Once done, we can mark the center point lengthwise and get to drilling. A step drill bit should be good enough for the job, but for those who don't have it, the MTA can be used as a guide to mark the circle, or even the rubber washer should be good enough to give you the outline. You can then use your household tools to cut this out. It's quite possible to overshoot the drilling and make the hole a little bigger. I couldn't find the depth guide of the drill, so I did a few trial runs. The MTA end of the pipe / handle can be inserted, and we can attach the bottom part with the FTA. If you look through the center, we can see that the FTA is protruding way too much. We can chop it off and use the threaded portion of the FTA. This setup will be less of an obstacle to the flow of water. This small piece can be threaded back again. Let us close the ends of the 4-inch PVC pipe with the respective dummy caps. All the parts were dry fit to check the water leakage and the water holding capability of this improvised water container. The joints had way too much leaks than I had anticipated, so the only option left is to use epoxy. This worked really well, so as a final step, the dummy caps were glued with PVC cement. With this, we have the first stage completed. Now let us progress to stage 2, for which I am going to use these floor mat foam. These are leftovers from the school props I had made for my kids. I had made a honeybee costume, I upgraded it before the final show, and just for fun, I even made a Batman costume with these foam. So I guess you get the point. This foam is a fantastic material to make props even at a beginner level. No major measurements or calculations. Just imagine that we are packing this tube in a rectangular foam box. That's the route I'm taking. 2 square pieces of foam were cut just about the diameter of the pipe and 3 rectangles for the sides. I'm gluing all of these except for the 2 sides, as you can see here. I didn't realize that the memory card was full and the camera stopped recording, and here is a quick update. I've made a box which is open on 3 sides out of this foam material, and I've kept the top and the side, one of the sides open. The top is open because I want to place the water or the unit inside, and this top part here is open, and if you look at it this way, you can see that all these parts here are hollow. So if I were to make the bevel cuts the way it is in the Mjolnir, what will happen is that all these pieces will not have a support and these simply fall apart. So there's nothing holding them together. So I'll have to place small triangular pieces inside, for which I need access to this part here. So I've kept this part open. So once all of those things are filled, maybe cover that up with another piece of foam and then start slicing the bevels. The corners of the Mjolnir have to be chamfered, so these pieces will fit into the corner space. All of the pieces are glued together to form a rectangular piece. This block was now placed on an angle iron and cut at a 45 degree. This rectangular block is way too thick for a box cutter, and I think hacksaw works best here. These pieces can now be stuck to each of the 4 edges. Now the pipe can be slit through the opening we had reserved, and finally it can be covered with a square piece too. There is one more rectangular piece for the part where the handles come out. The PVC handle can be removed and an impression can be made by firmly pressing the foam on the outer edges of the MTA. This portion can then be cut out, and this piece covers the handle part. Again, this can be glued in its place. Excess material can be trimmed away with a box cutter. This could have worked way better with proper measurements, but whatever works, works. Now we have a foam cuboid which needs to be shaped like the Mjolnir. The easiest way I found was to place a small angle iron and use it as a guide to cut all the bevels. Two side faces of the hammer have a slightly larger bevel, and to do this, one side of the angle iron was extended by attaching a metal scale with a sticky tape. I don't know what these parts are called, so please don't quote me on that. To hide all the joints and seams, 1mm foam is used to wrap around. This foam is in pink because that is what I had with me. It doesn't really matter as we will be painting the whole thing anyways. Once done, all of these sides were covered with a 3mm foam, giving the Mjolnir the final finish. For the bottom round dial, I used a steel glass to trace out a circle and I pasted it. I had seen videos where they make scroll of the Mjolnir with hot glue. I thought of using my 3D pen. This was the best time to put it to test. The scroll was drawn on a chart, then I placed a plexiglass on top and started to draw the scroll on it. But it was stuck and would not come off easily. Why not draw with this pen on the foam directly is what I thought, and I tried it out. It worked. To keep it secure, it was drenched in super glue and I think it would stay there firmly. Instead of putting a scroll with some random Asgardian script, I wrote stuff with Hindi and Tamil. Finally, a little bit of sanding was necessary to clear off all the sides and overhanging material. Next is the paint job. I gave 2 coats of primer, then I gave 1 coat of glossy mirror finish and 1 coat of matte grey. Now let's prepare the handle while the paint is drying, shall we? This is a piece of the same artificial leather I had used for my Captain America shield bag. You can watch the video if you're interested by clicking on the I button on the top. A small piece was cut and rolled over the handle pipe and I glued it too. The handle has a design which can be cut with 2mm foam. This was painted in metal color and pasted onto the handle as well. Let us not forget the loop which carries Thor and enables him to fly. To keep it strong and secure, it was wrapped with a copper wire and glued with thin strip of artificial leather. Finally, the handle was attached to the top of the hammerhead with the PVC cement. Mjolnir is a weapon of a warrior and has seen a lot of battles. So let us weather it, and for this I am using shoe polish. Like most of the procedures in this video, this idea is also inspired from Odin Makes. It's a wonderful channel, please check it out. And this last step completes our hammer. Before we wrap up this video, let me give you some pointers. As of now, I will not be drinking from this water bottle, and that is because of the unhealthy fume or the smell from the paint and the varnish and the glue, and all those things have to go away. And another thing I noticed is the way this tube is connected to the body from inside is I'm not able to empty out all of the water from the container. So I thought, why not make the water bottle vertical? That would reduce the storage capacity of the bottle, but again it will also reduce the weight of the hammer itself, which will have less stress on the handle. I've tried to cover as much as details I could fit in the scope of this video, and I hope you like this one. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. And before I leave, I have to make this request once more. Please do subscribe to my channel, and please participate in the conversations by commenting on the comment section below. I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye.